Okay, getting ready for an intervention is no small feat. So, as you're looking at and considering the complex behaviors and histories and habits that make up every family, uh, I want you to look at this as one big learning assignment. That this, along with my book, How to Help Someone You Love, will prepare you and your intervention team to move through and usefully practice break-free intervention. I always think it's better if a family is equipped with an interventionist, but just like treatment options are directed most often by the financial reality of the family, the reason that I'm doing these videos is so that families will have the opportunity to really learn how to do and practice this break-free intervention on their own. It will go a long way in helping you conduct a successful intervention if you go through all these videos and you really treat it like a learning experience, because it is. In this video, we're going to talk about a few examples of some of the roadblocks and complexities that each person may bring with them to the table. And I call these obstacles battleground beliefs. And these battleground beliefs are adaptive behaviors that drive coping mechanisms. And what serves someone in the past to get by, get ahead, and get stuck may be vetoed and eliminated forever if necessary to make change. Beliefs are often potent and can be either positive or negative force in your life. It depends on how you're practicing them. And they determine what kind of work you do, what kind of home you live in, how healthy you are. And beliefs can also be used as excuses to stand in the way of success or action. And so as we explore what common battleground beliefs are and understand how they shape the I-team and the intervention effort, each one of these identities and zones of self-belief become a battleground on which your loved one and the loved self and unloved self go to war over self-soothing and formed habits. Relationship beliefs is the first. The satisfaction that you get from relationships with family and others in your life also influences your self-concept. And so too many of us lug around faulty beliefs about how we should relate to others, such as, I have to be liked by everybody, or I need to avoid conflict at all costs, or if I show you who I really am, you won't like me. When we hold beliefs like these, we torment ourselves. We clutter our mind with thoughts of unworthiness, and it makes us disconnect from others. So all of these lead to destructive habits. Capability beliefs are next. More often than not, people facing addiction and self-harming behaviors believe that they're bad or unworthy in some way, and they feel inadequate, play down their gifts and their talents and abilities. And as a result, they suffer from pessimism and find it challenging to love themselves with consistency and, honestly, vigor. Some of the dark, disempowering beliefs here include, I'll never be able to lose weight, or I'm a weak person, I'll never be able to stop drinking, I'll never succeed in life. Capability beliefs produce destructive I can't sort of excuses. And when you use the phrase I can't as an excuse, you send this negative self-limiting message to your brain. Consciously, you might just pass it off as a simple excuse, but to your subconscious, to your central nervous system, it sends this message about your abilities or inabilities, and telling yourself repeatedly that you don't like this, you can't do that, and what you're believing you can do is just too much, impacts how you view yourself and your capabilities. And then that definitely affects your health. We filter so much through these capability beliefs, from the way that we see ourselves in the mirror to an offhand comment we hear, that if one of your capability beliefs is I'm incompetent, you start to see the experiences of life as instances that support this belief, and then discount those that contradict it. Everyone develops beliefs about who they are and what they can do. This is known as one's self-concept. So how much you like or don't like yourself is based in your self-concept and falls to your self-esteem. People with low self-esteem will often focus on appearance, body, dieting to try to feel better about themselves for a quick fix. But focusing on those things won't really fix the feelings underneath. It's important to remember that you are not what you can accomplish day in, day out. It's, in fact, self-esteem is impacted by thoughts and feelings, and as importantly, the actions that we're involved in day in, day out. Next are self-soothing beliefs. And these are situations that don't cause you to eat or drink or act destructively, but it's the internalized feelings of these situations. I didn't get a promotion. Boss doesn't like me. I'm about to get fired. These things that we tend to tell ourselves as we interpret events in the most ego crushing ways or anxiety producing ways. And then the tension rises, at least partly, that is all self-generated. It's very common for people with addictions to use day-to-day stress as an excuse to drink, use drugs, and make other unhealthy choices because I didn't get the job or I deserve something that I didn't get. It's important to look at these patterns in how you typically respond to events and then modify your own response to a healthier and happier one. When you do that, you develop a better understanding of how you can view yourself and treat yourself and therefore feed yourself spiritually, which brings us to body and food beliefs. We deify and demonize certain foods, vice versa, that have gone side to side for so long. There's low fat, no fat, high fat, good foods, bad foods, really super bad foods. And then sometimes then with the way that we treat ourselves with eating and food, then that becomes some sort of test of moral character or leaking our struggles into thinking about good foods, evil foods that backfire. There's so many food rules that we make at times that they become illegal foods, foods that we're really going to penalize ourselves if we eat those foods. And instead thinking about how the need to feed is just another way that we take care of ourselves. So considering how this need to feed serves as a self-soothing behavior really reflects battleground beliefs and our desires to change around those. Because beliefs are a choice. A belief is something we hold to be true without necessarily being able to adequately prove it. We inherit them often from family or friends or schools or institutions. And then we see it as reality, meaning that whatever belief we believe affects our actions means that other beliefs gradually don't have an impact on our lives. For example, if you believe that stopping smoking is impossible, you get to create that as your reality. If you believe that losing all of your hair is impossible to go through and not feel awful about yourself, well, guess what? You'll fall into that category as it happens. And if one believes that fear serves one better than hope, this natural gravitation towards that occurs. To change our negative beliefs, we get to know what they are. We have to know what they are. And it seems like a simple step, but really some of our deepest beliefs lie so deep in our subconscious mind that it's really challenging to bring them into the forefront. And if you find yourself repeating a negative phrase or generalization like one of the above that I've talked about, then it's a belief. And if the belief is positive, for example, you keep repeating how fortunate or successful you are, and then it serves you well, demonstrates self-love. But oftentimes, if we find ourselves repeating disempowering or unloving statements such as, hey, I cannot do this because I'm stupid or I'm ill-equipped for it, or then it gives us an opportunity to change it because it's limiting us. And I bring these up because with an intervention team coming together with one purpose, everyone's battleground beliefs are being towed into the room with them. And so it's an interesting topic to talk about how, again, hope, if a leading battleground belief in the face of a family meeting and intervention, is guiding you, as well as the belief that your loved one is likely to say yes, that helps push fear aside and enhances our ability to act effectively and efficiently in helping our loved one change.